Okay guys, in today's session we are going to discuss about the electric flux. Okay, and it is very important topic and you must be understand it properly. Okay, let's start our session. So before we are going to discuss about the flux, you must be understand about the area vectors. So area is considered as a vector quantity. If you consider any plane surface, let's consider, suppose it is any plane surface. So this area is considered as a vector quantity. So if you draw a one vector, which is perpendicular to this area, if you consider this is area, so you draw one line which is perpendicular to it. Okay, so this is known as the area vector. You are also drawn the same figure in this way. Suppose you have this type of rectangular plate, means rectangular plane. Okay, so for this rectangular plane, if you draw a one perpendicular line with this arrow like this, okay, you must be understand it is a perpendicular. So then this area vector is this one. Means what? Suppose for its circular plate's radius is supposed to be r. Radius is what? R. Then area vector is given as a is equal to pi r square into a unit vector. Now this direction is considered as a unit vector. Do you understand? Similar way, if this is a rectangular plate with the length is L and breadth is B, suppose length into breadth, then this area vector is represented like this, length into breadth into a unit vector, where a unit vector is this one. Means what? Direction of area vector, see, its equation is very simple. A is equal to area of a plane surface. A is what? Actually area of a plane surface, but in which direction? You just represent this area, then you just draw one perpendicular line to the area, that is area vector. You draw one perpendicular line to the area, that is called a area vector. Means that is a direction of area vector. Okay? So this for circular plate area vector is given like this. For a rectangular plate area vector is given like this, where this A is what? A is along this direction of A. You must be understand it. Okay, like this. See here, direction of A is along a perpendicular line to the surface. Okay, so you must be note it. So that is a very important terms, area vector. In this way you just represent this area vector. Okay, all of you guys note this, then after we are go to this next one. Note it. Let's see next one. Electric flux. Now what is electric flux? Number of electric field lines pass through the unit perpendicular area of a given surface called a electric flux. Okay, pass through the actually perpendicular area is called a electric flux for this one. Now one simple term, see, if you consider this situation, suppose here the some surface is like this, any area. Okay, now electric field is passing through it. So number of electric field line passing through it. Right now it is perpendicular. If you draw the direction, then see, this area is perpendicular to it, this plane surface is perpendicular to it. Okay, suppose this area is here. See, we have a two representation of area. Maybe area is sometime written as a or sometime it is written as a. So area vector is written by these two way. Okay, A vector and S vector. So if electric field is what? E, and area is what? A, then this is the area vector. Right now area plane surface is electric field lines passing through the perpendicular area. Which type of area? Means perpendicular surface. So right now electric field and surface both are perpendicular to each other. Okay, so in this case how we just give this electric flux? So symbol of electric flux is denoted by phi. So here phi is equal to what? E into A. Phi is equal to what? E into A, electric field into area. This is the simple definition of a flux. If it is not perpendicular, then what? If it is not perpendicular to this electric field, then what? Then we just choose like this. See, if you consider the same situation, suppose it is electric field, that is electric field. So our area is like this, it is not perpendicular. Consider this is the area. Then what are you doing? Actually area is not perpendicular to the surface. Okay, original area is this one. Then its angle is suppose theta. Here you consider this one is area, so you just take a component of this one. Okay, so you just take this horizontal component and vertical component like this. You just take a component of this one. First one is suppose is consider area 1 and consider this one is a area 2. Okay, you just take this two components, area 1 and area 2. Here the theta is angle is suppose theta, so this one is considered as a theta. So this total area is supposed to be a, so an adjacent component this a cos theta, and opponent component is what, a sin theta. So a sin theta is parallel to electric field and a cos theta is perpendicular to electric field. A sin theta is parallel to electric field and a cos theta is a perpendicular to the electric field. So here if you consider this situation, then flux linked with the surface one is 0. Why? Because this area is parallel but we require perpendicular. So flux linked with the surface one is what, 0, and flux linked with the surface 2 is what, surface 2. Then this is the E into area. Area is actually a cos theta. So actually cos theta is generally represented as dot vector. So flux is given as a general equation E dot A. What is general equation? E dot A. This is the simple relation of the flux. So from this, flux is a scalar quantity. So you just must be remember flux is what, actually scalar quantity, and it is given as a 5 is equal to E dot A. Also it is represented like this, E dot delta A, or it is also written like this, E dot S. Sometime it is also written like this, E dot delta A. So means here the S and delta is represents area, A and delta is represents area. Okay, and E is represents electric field. So this one. What is the unit? Now comes to this next one, unit of flux. So unit of flux means what? Unit of flux is given as a unit of electric field, so Newton per coulomb, into unit of area, that is meter square, first unit. Now second unit of electric field is volt per meter, second unit of electric field, into unit of area is meter square. So meter cancel out, so second unit is represents as volt into meter. So these two are the unit of flux. One another unit of the flux is Weber, and it is denoted by WB. Unit of flux, electric flux, is given as a Newton per coulomb into meter square, or volt into meter, or Weber. This is called a Weber, and it is denoted by WB. It is denoted by WB. These all are the SI units. Which units? SI units. Okay. So that is a simple study of the flux. This one is a simple study of the flux, and the flux is given by E dot A. Number of electric field lines passing through the perpendicular area. Which type of area? Passing through the perpendicular area of a given surface is called electric flux. Okay, all of you guys note this basic study, then after we are go to this next one. Note it. Let's see next one. Electric field in terms of electric flux. If you have to give just idea, some idea about this electric field in terms of electric flux, then how you just represent? So simple one. In a region at a point, electric field in strength is defined as electric flux passing through the unit perpendicular area. Means how much number of field lines. If field lines is more, it means strength of electric field is more. If field lines is lesser, field lines are lesser, then the electric field strength is also smaller. Okay, so if you just define the electric flux, then you also define the electric strength of electric field. How? Let's see. Suppose you draw this type of situation. This type of situation. Here you just use the 2 points, point P and point Q. You draw the same area at point P and you draw the same area at point Q. Same area. Here this area is also A, this area is A. Means through the same area. and thus electric field line passing through at point P is number of field lines are small. It means here flux is smaller one and here flux is larger one. It means electric field at P is less than electric field at Q. You also represent like this. If some electric field is passed through the different area, if you consider the different area, if number of field lines are same but different area, then if area is larger, see there is just two way. If for area same, if A is same, है ना, case 1, if A is same, then number of field lines represent the strength of electric field. Number of field lines represents the strength of electric field. It means number of field lines is supposed to be n. Then n is high, then electric field is stronger. Electric field is what? Stronger. And case 2, if n is same, means you consider this two areas. If you consider different two areas, let's say I am just drawing another area here. At point P, suppose I am drawing the another area. If here this n is same in this both case, number of field lines at P passing through this area is equal to number of field lines at Q passing through the same area, different area. Okay, so number of field lines are same, then it depends on area. If A is larger, A is high, it means electric field is weak. ओके क्योंकि फील्ड लाइन सेम है तो फिर एरिया पे डिपेंड करता है कि एरिया अगर लार्जर है तो उसमें से फील्ड लाइंस जो है उसका डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन अवे फ्रॉम ईच अदर होगा. ओके, मतलब उससे इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड लाइंस की स्पेस ज़्यादा होगी और एरिया स्मॉलर है तो इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड लाइंस की स्पेस कम होगी. तो फिर इस तरह से आपको इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड की स्ट्रेंथ डिफाइन करनी है. ठीक है, एंड इट इज़ क्वाइट हेल्पफुल टू अस, सम टाइम इट इज़ हेल्पफुल. ओके, हियर जस्ट वन एग्जाम्पल इज गिवन टू अस. सी, दिस इज द पॉइंट चार्ज Q. Here is the point charge Q. Then this field lines are given. This all are represents a field line. These all are represents a field line, and this is the three-dimensional picture. This one is what? Three-dimensional picture. I am just drawing the another line. Suppose here, see. This is actually three-dimensional pictures. Okay, consider this one means number of field lines are passed through here. Number of field lines are passed through here in such a way. So it is actually three-dimensional picture. So means if you consider this any point charge, then everywhere the field lines are present. So you consider the area P1 and P2. Area means through this P1 and through this P2, at this both this plane same number of field lines are passing. See, through this whatever the field line passing through this area, the same field lines are passing through this area. It means here number of field line at P1 is equal to number of field line as P2. At this both this point the same number of field line, but which area is smaller? So area of P1 is smaller at area of P2. It means electric field at P1 is greater than electric field at P2. This one. Okay, here we use the rule number 2. Rule number 2. Okay, even you also apply this rule number 1. See, rule number 1, you consider this area at R, this one, and area at S, this one, both are same. So area at S is equal to area at S is equal to area at R, means A is same. So where is the number of field lines are higher? See, here how many number of field line? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and here 1, 2 and 3. So here we can say that number of field line at R is greater than number of field line at S. It means electric field at R is greater than electric field at S. In this way you just define the strength of electric field by the using of flux concept. Okay, so if you have this type of cases given to you, then you just give your answer by using this concept. Okay, so number of field lines in a particular region means strength of electric field at some point, it's given by the flux passing through the unit perpendicular region. passing through the unit perpendicular area. Okay, so that is quite important note, and you just start it. Okay, not this one, then after we are go to this next, not it. Let's see next one, the influx and outflux. A very good concept. You consider, suppose that is a one surface, you consider this, actually let's we draw this surface is in this way. Let's see, suppose you consider this is any surface, any circular surface. Okay, and the electric field is given like this. This is the electric field E. So here these two cases are possible, influx and outflux, means field lines are entered here, see, entered here, and field lines are comes out from here. So there is a two possibility, field lines are maybe entered, maybe comes out. So field lines are entered into the surface called influx, and field lines are comes out from the surface, that's called a outflux. So if you consider the influx, see there is a two possibilities. Suppose you consider area of this plane is A. If you consider this influx, okay, then your figure is like this. Okay, so only I am drawing this influx line. This is the influx. Where is the area vector? So area vector is perpendicular to it somewhere here. Area vector is perpendicular somewhere here. Okay, and this field lines is somewhere here. Actually direction of this field line is this one, direction of area vector is 0. You consider the outflux, then draw the outflux line only. Then see, this is the area A. So area vector is somewhere here, and outflux is represent like this. See, outflux. So this is the electric field E. And suppose consider the angle is, suppose here theta, then this angle is how much, pi minus theta. Okay, इनफ्लक्स का एरिया अगर इस तरफ है तो आउटफ्लक्स का एरिया यहाँ पे होगा, है ना. तो ये एंगल थीटा लिया तो रिमेनिंग एंगल कितना होगा, पाई माइनस थीटा. तो इसमें फ्लक्स कॉन्सेप्ट ट्राई करो, फाई आउट, तो क्या होगा देखो, ई डॉट ए, इट्स मीन्स ई ए इंटू कॉस थीटा. इसमें अगर कॉन्सेप्ट अप्लाई करो, सो फाई इन इज इक्वल टू ई डॉट ए इज इक्वल टू ई इंटू ए कॉस, एंगल कितना है देखो, what is this angle, angle is 180 minus theta, means pi minus theta. So after simplification, minus ea cos theta, means maybe flux is positive, maybe flux is negative. So generally influx is considered as a negative and outflux is considered as a positive. So influx is considered negative and outflux is considered positive. That is general definition, and we just choose this method. This flux is negative and positive, influx is negative and outflux is positive. Okay, this signs we have to use in the different example. When you solve some example, you are just consider this one. If you have any surface, then flux is going into, then this is considered as a negative. If flux is coming out, then this is considered as a positive. For 3 dimension, actually I am just given some idea, but this concept is used for any body which is having some area. Okay, and this body is in a 3 dimension. We are using these figures: influx, phi in negative and phi out positive. Okay, so we use this method. This flux is given some sign by this way. Okay, all of you guys note this, then after we are go to this next one. Note it. Let's see next one. The electric field flux in a non-uniform electric field means you have some you consider the non-uniform. Up to this one we consider the uniform electric field. In case of non-uniform electric field, we just given this flux in this way. See, suppose we have a electric field in this way. Consider any electric field. So this is non-uniform electric field. Consider the any surface like this. So this is the one surface, and we just finding out this electric flux passing through the surface. Then how we just get it? See, so you just applied some concepts here. This electric, consider the small area. Here consider the small area dA or ds, whatever. dA, its area is what? dA, and electric field is this one actually, E. Okay, let's we just use this direction of the D also. So suppose area is along this one, angle is supposed to be theta. Then what is the flux passing through this small area? So flux passing through the elemental area d5 is equal to E dot d, like this. So what is total flux? Total flux 5 is equal to integration d5. So 5 is equal to integration E dot dA over a surface. Okay, so this is the net flux. This is what? Net flux. In case of in terms of summation, you also gives this answer. 5 is equal to sigma E dot delta A over a surface. You give the answer in any way. You consider the area is suppose ds. If area is ds, then you just give the same answer in this form also. Okay, you get the same answer. 5 is equal to integration over a surface E dot ds. Here area vector is considered as a ds. If you consider this equation, then delta A replaced by delta S. Okay, there is just a different terminology we have to use here. Okay, all of you guys note this. This is electric field pass through the non-uniform electric field. Note it. Let's see next one. One example from the textbook, example number 1.15. Consider the uniform electric field E is equal to 3 into 10 raised to 3 I Newton per coulomb. मतलब कि x direction, consider this is the x direction. Electric field is what? E, this much of. Okay, what is the flux of this field through the square of a 10 centimeters of side whose plane is parallel to yz plane? Means if you consider this type of square, okay, here it is yz plane, means it is perpendicular, its area vector is this one. Okay, so angle between area vector and electric field is 0. So for this case 1, theta is equal to what? 0. Okay, plane is perpendicular, so area vector is also perpendicular to the plane. So this plane, area vector of this plane and electric field both are parallel. So theta is equal to what? 0. See, if you use this equation, 5 is equal to E dot A is equal to EA cos theta. So here theta is equal to angle between E and A. You must be remember, not the angle between plane and electric field, angle between the area vector of a plane and the electric field. Okay, so theta is equal to 0. So flux 5 is equal to EA cos 0. What is E? 3 into 10 raised to 3. A is what actually? Side is 10. So 10 into 10 into 10 raised to minus 4, because centimeter को मीटर में कन्वर्ट किया. We convert this centimeter into the meter. Then you calculate this answer by yourself. Then it's homework. Okay. Second problem. What is second problem? What is the flux through the same square if this normal of its plane it makes 60 degree angle with the x-axis? मतलब कि now this plane is rotating like this. You consider this is the x-axis and electric field is this one, case B. Right now this plane makes an angle 60 degree with the x-axis. So area is this one, electric field is this one. So for B case, theta is equal to what? 60 degree. So what is the flux? So use this flux 5 dash is equal to E into A into cos 60. So put the all value. So 3 into 10 raised to 3 into 100 into 10 raised to minus 4 in SI units. Okay, मीटर में कन्वर्ट करो, cos 60 हो जाएगा 1/2. कैलकुलेट करो होमवर्क में. Okay, so this one, and finally you get this answer. First case 30 volt per meter, second case 15 volt per meter, 14 into meter, sorry, 30 volt into meter and 15 volt into meter. This is your answer. Okay, all of you guys note this example, then after we are go to this next one. Note it. Let's see. Find the electric flux passing through the circular disc of radius a due to the point charge. See, if you consider this point charge, then field is like this. Here this figure is also given to us. Field is like this. So if you consider this field line, then this field line is not not passing through this disc. Okay, so here this disc is placed in a non-uniform electric field. This disc is placed in a non-uniform electric field. So here we use this equation of find the flux linked with this disc which is placed in a non-uniform electric field. Okay, so how to find this case? So let's consider the small area of this disc, small one, this one, having this thickness is what? dr. Actually some of this data is already drawn here. This disc is placed at a distance r. Okay, so here consider this one ring. In this disc you consider one ring having the small thickness dr and its radius is to be r. So what is this area of this ring? Area of elemental ring dA is equal to 2 pi r dr. That's a very small well known equation, area of a small ring. Okay, elemental area, so that's 2 pi r dr. So what is the flux linked with this one? So flux linked with elemental ring d5 is equal to E into dA. Okay, but here we use this E dot dA. So E is equal to what? Actually E dA cos theta. Angle is considered here theta. Angle is what? Angle between dA and DE. Actually D, here D is used, so D, don't worry. Okay, so what is E actually? So d5 is equal to, what is this electric field due to point charge at point P? So kq upon distance square, so x square, into dA. dA is what? 2 pi r dr into cos theta. Cos theta, you just consider this triangle. See, in this triangle you take a cos theta, because this both the thetas are same. Cos theta is adjacent upon hypotenuse, so r upon x. So what is final answer of d5? So d5 is equal to kq into 2 pi, kq into 2 pi into r. This is all these data are constant, kq 2 pi r, and remaining you write here. So r upon x cube into dr. This one. Okay, what is x here? See, x square is equal to r square plus r square. So x is equal to r square plus r square raised to 1 by 2. Okay, raised to 1 by 2. So what is d5 finally? So finally d5 is equal to 2 pi kqr into r upon r square plus r square, 1 by 2 and raised to 3. Total is 3 by 2 into dr. So this is d5. Okay, so what is total flux? How you get this total flux? See, so total flux 5 is equal to integration over a disk d5. d5 means what? 2 pi kqr into r upon r square plus r square raised to 3 by 2 into dr. So constant term come out. So what is this final answer? So 5 is equal to 2 pi kqr integration r upon r square plus r square raised to 3 by 2 into dr. So limit is what? If you consider the center, then here limit is 0. If you consider the periphery, here limit is radius of this disk. What is radius of the disk? A. So limit is 0 to a. 0 to a. See, here hint is given. Integration of this is equal to 1 upon r square plus r square. So what is this answer? So is equal to 2 pi kqr
in bracket minus 1 upon under root r square plus r square, limit is 0 to a.
So put this limit and you get this answer. Okay, after putting this limit, your answer is this one. 2 pi kqr in bracket 1 upon r minus 1 upon under root r square plus r square plus s square. This is your answer after putting this. First you note this, okay, then after let's erase this one, okay, and your answer is this one. See, 5 is equal to 2 pi kqr into 1 upon r minus 1 upon under root r square plus s square. You get this answer. Okay, first you just note this example, then after you attempt this. Okay, all of you guys note this, then after we are go to this next one. Got it?